In my last video, I spoke about morning routine, few of the practical things that you can do, and what are the mistakes that people typically make. So somebody messaged me and said, what about night routine? I thought, yeah, that's also a valid point because a morning routine will be, productive based on how you are doing the previous night routine. So let's talk about what are some of the mistakes that people do and why, if you are already having a night ritual or a night routine, it's not working for you, or why you need to have at least some elements into your night time or that space before you go to sleep to make your next morning and next day more productive and the way you want it to be. So once again, the most important point I would begin with is stop copying other people's things, because you need to try out and see what works for you and what does not work for you. So to begin with, one of the very simple things that you need to do is there is no typical wind up space for yourself. So what does this mean? It means that, sometimes you might have done it yourself. You just keep on working. You are in a hyper mode and you are doing a lot of things, and then you just go to bed and sleep. If you are absolutely feeling sleepy and you fall dead on the bed, okay, that kind of a sleep, that's fine, because what happens is when you sleep like that, you are in deep sleep. So that's what ultimately matters, the deep sleep. It's not the quantity of the sleep, it's the quality of the sleep. But let's say you are not someone like that, and what you are doing is majority of the time you are either working late night, either you are continuously on TV, on laptop or mobile, or scrolling or doing unnecessary things which clutter your mind, and there is too much of activity happening in the mind. So basically there is no space of calming down your body and mind, and there is no indication that is being given to the body and mind that yes, I am going to fall asleep or it is my sleeping time. So what is happening? You're already, the entire body is in a hyper mode. So when you go to bed, you don't fall asleep then and there. You take time, you struggle, and when you do not have a good quality sleep, so you wake up groggy, you wake up tired, you feel my sleep is not complete, and then you feel I should sleep 8 hours, 9 hours every night and then only I'll get sleep. No, it's not that. So first of all, you need to focus on what kind of wind down activities would I like to have. So first of all, let's understand it can be different for different people. Some people like to play on some soft music. Some people like to listen to something very soothing. It can be podcast, it can be something else, a poetry, a story, whatever it is. You can dim the lights of the room, of the entire house. You can burn some incense or something that soothes your nerves. And most importantly, you can also have a self-care routine, irrespective of whether you are a man or a woman. If you can have a self-care routine, take care of yourself. Yes, some people like to have tea or some night drink before they go to sleep. So you need to figure out what is that something, even just one thing that you would like to include that will help send the signal to your brain and body that yes, I am winding it down. Now it's time for me to go to bed. Now it's time for me to go to sleep. So that is something you need to fix. The next thing is at least have something fixed for what you are going to do tomorrow morning or tomorrow first half of the day or something, so that when you get up in the next morning, you are not completely blank and you don't feel, oh my god, now I have to sit and plan things. So that becomes like an added burden to you. So if you can plan something tonight for tomorrow's morning or something that, okay, tomorrow I need to complete these 2 meetings in the first half of the day, at least that is fixed. So you are also worryless. You are at least on the page with yourself that, okay, I know what to do tomorrow, so I'm relaxed. So this is something about fixing tomorrow what you're going to do. And it's not just about work, it's also fixing, like let's say tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up, I'm going to go for a walk, I'm going to wake up at this time and I'm going to do this, maybe meditation, maybe workout, maybe this, that, etc. So when you are somewhere, you have drawn out that map, that structure in your head, it becomes very easy for you to visualize it, and actually when you wake up in the morning, it just becomes easy for you to implement it, because you don't have to sit and think, what am I supposed to do right now? So that is not lost. Okay, you know where you are and what you need to do. The third thing is, I know you have heard it a lot of times, but I'm again going to repeat it because I myself have seen a lot of difference. Just before going to bed, please don't take your mobiles to your bed. It's not something to be, sleeping with you in your bed. And also, just before you fall asleep, don't keep on scrolling. Okay, let me check the last notification. Let me check the time, or let me check my alarm over here. No, you can keep your mobile away from your bed. You can use a traditional alarm clock. You can keep, if you are very much in the habit of scrolling your mobile at night or in the morning, you can keep your phone in the other room. Most importantly, what it means is before you sleep, now you need to again decide if you can have it 30 minutes, 1 hour, or even 15 minutes before bed. You need to stop any kind of screen time. That's the best you can do for yourself, because yes, it is true, screen time affects your sleep. So it depends on how much time gap you want to have before you sleep and before you switch off all your gadgets. So you need to decide. And if you are somebody who has never done this before, at least start with 15 minutes, then increase it to 30 minutes, and like this you can compound on the time. But this is something you need to do it. You need to do it for a few days and see the difference for yourself. You don't have to believe me. You just try it out yourself and see. Next important thing is the inconsistent sleeping time and waking up time. So what do I mean by that? Some people think that just like my job, I'm going to sleep on time, maybe at 10 or 10:30 at night, and wake up at 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning, whatever it is, 5 days a week. And then Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to party, enjoy. At 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I'm going to sleep. Your body is not a job, okay? Please understand that. Your body is not getting salary at the end of the month just because you are doing 5-day-a-week job or something like that. Don't treat it like something that you don't understand. I mean, your body is doing way more stuff that you don't even understand what's happening inside you. So don't treat it in a manner that you are treating your work life. It has nothing to do with it. So if you are setting up a timeline that, okay, I will go to bed somewhere between 10 and 10:30 or somewhere between 9:30 and 10:30, I will just ensure I go to bed within this time range, not a fixed time. Okay, so fix a time range, then just stick to it all 7 days a week. After some time, you will see what is happening is your body clock is tuning to that. Because what is happening, if you don't go to bed on time, you won't be able to wake up on time, the time that you want to wake up. So sometimes when you just push your time limit a lot, it affects how you wake up in the morning. Once again, just as an example, you might have seen it yourself sometime in your life that sometimes when even if you sleep for 8, 9, 10 hours, you still wake up tired. You still feel like sleeping more. But sometimes even if you have just slept for only 2 or 3 hours, you have woken up absolutely fresh and absolutely energetic and vibrant. Why is that? Because don't fall for the noise or the trap that you need 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep. You do it yourself and see. Quantity versus quality. If you can get deep, undistracted sleep, if you can get quality sleep even for just a few hours, even if you are sleeping for 3, 4, 5 hours, and if you are getting an uninterrupted, good quality deep sleep, you wake up way more fresh and vibrant and energetic than any other stretched out time that you take to sleep. So you can do it yourself and see what works best for you. And once again, to have deep sleep, it does not matter how many hours it is. To have deep sleep, you need to tune your body and mind before you go to bed. And that's why these night routines, these small steps, these kind of rituals, or whatever word you want to use, are very important. So one of the next biggest point and the most important point, which a lot of people ignore because they are too lazy to do it, is please take a shower before you go to bed. This is a game changer. And yes, there are a lot of scientific reasons to it, but there are a lot of absolute Ayurvedic or pranic reasons to it. So I'm not an expert in that field, so I won't tell you in detail. You can search it out yourself. But a lot of things happens in your energetic level, which as soon as you take the shower, okay, you feel something like every burden is gone off and you feel way more lighter in every level and you fall asleep, physical, mental, emotional, and energetic as well. So ensure you take a shower. If it is very cold at your place, have a warm shower and ensure you go to bed only after taking shower. You will see a huge difference in the quality of your sleep. Now this next point is something which is mostly coming from a place of ignorance or compulsive habit. And that is, if you have a racing mind at the end of night, typically people have, because everything goes on in your mind, so many things happen today, you are worried about few things, this, that, etc., what is going to happen tomorrow, so many things are running in your mind, and people try to avoid that hyperactivity that is going on in the mind or that racing mind by scrolling more. They think I can remove this through another distraction. No, that does not happen. It's just adding on to the noise. What you need to do instead is, if you're having having that kind of a, pattern, if your mind is racing too much, you're feeling hyperactivity going on, so many things going on, simply take a diary and a pen and start writing down whatever is coming to your mind without any judgment. It's like a simple brain dump. Anything is coming to your mind, even if the sentence does not make any sense, you are just simply going to write it down. And I would suggest, please do not use any digital pad or digital writing space for that. It's best if you can use your fingers and hand to write it actually, and you will see the difference yourself. So ensure you do this brain dump before you go to bed, and it's very important. It's like, think of it, you're carrying 10 kilos of weight on your head and you are putting that load down and you're going to bed. So how would that be? Isn't it, feeling lighter when you are lying down? So all you need to do is you just need to declutter your mind, take that burden off your head and brain dump everything. Once again, nobody is reading that. It's only for you to take it down, okay? Ensure you do it. If you can make it like a daily habit, if you can do it every night, fair enough. Or if you want to do it only on the days where you feel like too many things are going on in the head, please feel free to do that, but at least start somewhere. Maybe all these things that I just told you, you might not implement everything altogether, but at least just take one, start implementing it, see if it is working for you. If it's working, keep it. If it's not working for you, discard it and move on to the next one. But do not discard anything just by trying 1 or 2 days. Give at least sufficient number of days. Typically, it's said that to build a habit, you need at least 21 days consistently of doing that activity. So ensure you do it for just at least a month, and then you decide whether this is working for you or not. Okay, so these are some of the most easiest, most common thing that I just told you. And of course, needless to say, you can always add meditation before going to bed. It's priceless. And if you are somebody who cannot just sit, your mind again races, then I would suggest use the Miracle of Mind app by Sadhguru. It's lifetime free and the meditation just begins with 7 minutes. So I'm sure you can, allot 7 minutes of your day for your entire life. So of course you can increase the time, but minimum is 7 minutes. So plug it in and just listen to it, and after that you can go to bed as well. So do these things and let me know how that works for you. I will see you soon in the next video. Till then, namaskaram.